Welcome guys. Let's see what we got for next week. The XY moving to the target actually. There's still a bullish momentum, like I mentioned the previous week. Is what I'm waiting for. There's still a place to move. It's about to cross maybe next week. Let's see. On the day XY, but we will start with the USD CAD. Just move it a bit. So this is the USD CAD. Here was the divergence and the divergence after, and here was my target zone forming a V actually. This is moving smoothly. And then the Australian dollar creating a nice momentum actually. Australian dollar NZD. This is amazing. Okay, our target was hit, like I think about to turn around, but there was still no retest on trend line, and I'm watching that move actually. But as you see, the momentum is changing. Okay, it was long move from December to February. We are talking about 2 months that this correction went up actually, and it was pretty close to my target. Okay, so the next thing what I want to see is actually the price going down, rejecting this level as well. Okay, so I want to see an NCD dominance. Okay. So one more time, the USD CAD went to the zone, the target zone after the divergences what we saw, and the Australian dollar was about, I don't know, one tick away from the target zone and turn around actually, and that's what I want to see in the coming weeks. Okay, I don't know when I draw this setup. I think it was somewhere in December. Okay, as you see, also from the Fibonacci level we bounced, didn't change that fact, and I want to see the LCD dominating the Euro CHF. This was the Euro CHF. There is still a bullish momentum. Okay, there is right now a divergence forming on weekly, and there is a possible cross coming in on the Euro CHF. This could be a longer move actually. Let's see. This is gonna be interesting because the price gonna be trapped in two of the zones, but there is a good possibility for a momentum for next week. The Euro GBP, we got a divergence. Okay, on daily basis, we got a divergence, which means this is about to make we, in my opinion, come back to the zone. That will be the nice scenario. But on weekly, we see a divergence and a possible forming bearish momentum. So even if the price starts strong the next week, I think this will still go bearish. Okay, the DXY, the DXY is moving. Where was the target zone? Here is the target zone, target one, target two. There is still place to move. And if the price starts next week strong as this, then this will be crossing each other. And here is already crossed. Okay, some place to go. Right, I think here will be the first stop. Let's see on the fib. Okay, the fib is far away, kind of like, but this is the target. Let's say XY, the Canadian dollar showing weakness on weekly, and it looks like it's time to make a break because there is a huge divergence since the weeks before. I think I was mentioned this as well on the Monday Zoom. This goes down, this goes up. We'll say here is on the target level. Okay, that's it for the CXY. The AXY is also interesting. The AXY actually went down the previous weeks, and there is a correction going on actually. I think we can even say that we are coming back to this zone, to the two targets. It's nice. Daily. There is place to move. Right, let's see the BXY. Because of the BXY is dominating the market, the rest of the currencies, you see some weaknesses, and the XY closed as the weakest pair, which have an effect on gold as well. Alright, here is a bearish momentum still going on, and it looks like the BXY is weaker than the AXY. Right, I want to see this cross actually, but there is still a place between the two. Okay, this is what I want to see. There was a divergence, and depends on next week, because if this doesn't break, it will form also divergence. Okay, but I think it will break. The SXY didn't trade on the SXY. The target zone is here actually. That was big rejection, and now we are going down. So there will be a possible um, there will be a possible pullback because there is a lot of space to make correction actually. But right now there is a bearish movement. But in the coming days, I want to see something like a pullback or to corrugate this gap between the two because there is a huge difference. And every time there is a huge difference, like this point and this point, the price making a correction and go further in the way. And that's why what I'm expecting right now as well. The same thing here. When there is a big difference, you see the volume coming down, making a correction and the next wave. Okay, so I want to see here the same thing. XY didn't reach the target zone. Actually, damn, what's going on? Same thing happening here, but I think this is also like on the AXY, just correction. So first go down and this will go up, in my opinion. All right, didn't reach the 61. We came close, but didn't reach that. The first target is reached actually. Okay, there was a structural divergence kicking in. I was talking about the previous weeks. The AXY reached the target zone and went down from the target zone. All right, and that's the FIBO 61. Okay, but right now there is a possible divergence forming. All right, here is the previous point, but this could be easily a convergence after the break of this low. But right now there is a divergence, possibility for divergence. So be careful when you're trading on the AXY. And here you see saw the divergence, and right now we see a convergence. Okay, I'm gonna delete everything from here as well. Here is still a point which can hold the price actually. Okay, this is for a couple of days, and similar what happens here actually. Okay, it's too early to say it's about to turn because there is nothing formed yet. In fact, there is a bearish movement yet, but there is a possibility to turn around. XRU USD. This is amazing. Okay, on daily basis, there is still place to go actually, but we reached the bottom of the destroyer and we reached the trend lines as well. This will hold the price, which would mean that the XY is about to get weaker. But how is looking right now? I would say this is about to break. this not holding that price, in my opinion, and we will meet maybe even this point here. As you see, there is a possibility to cross down, and if it crosses down, we will came to this level around 1000 pips from now in the coming weeks. There could be still a big move coming in. All right, and this is also a good sign. As you see, the last days they will moved the DXY and the crypto section and same direction. But right now, what we see is the green um, numbers for the crypto, and it will be probably bearish for the DXY in the start of the week. Okay, let's see the US 30, what we see on the US 30 on weekly basis. Uh-huh. It's a convergence, but this is about to break, in my opinion. And if it does, there is 3,000 points of possibility. We are about to cross the zero line. There is a zone what holding the price, but this can easily come back to this point. I would say one more touch here, and if this zone doesn't break here, then we will come to this zone to zone. Okay, and that's it, guys. I think I said everything what I wanted. Uh, Thanks for your patience, and let's see what we got for next week.